Hey guys, so quick announcement. Basically, the video of this podcast was corrupted and I can't retrieve the file. So basically, this whole podcast of episode 2 is just the audio version of it, which really sucks. I feel so sad. But in light of that, I'm just gonna be replacing it with uh, a clear background of the topics that I was talking about, and so that you can follow along nicely if you want to listen to what I have to say for the podcast. And enjoy the podcast. Thank you. Alright, what is happening, everyone? I am Alec Corpse and the Seep, and today we are going to have the second episode of the My Life at Life podcast. Now, this is a very interesting second start of the series of podcasting. Okay, whoop, there's a spike there. Shoot, I shouldn't have talked very loudly. Ugh. But yeah, so the things we're gonna do today will be listing my top 10 best favorite psychological horror movies that almost all of these have no jump scares. So do not worry, these are all good quality horror that I'm recommending you. And the second half, I will do the Q&A, which I posted on my Instagram story a few days ago, to ask me questions about anything, and I'll answer them right here, right now. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get on to this podcast. So, just today, I just want to briefly talk about the future of my channel first before coming to the top 10 list, and yeah, what's been going on. So, yeah, this is weird. Okay, another spike. Freak my life. So I've been planning to create another account for a while because I feel like the personal account was too, how to say, noisy in my opinion. I feel like too many things were going on there. Everything was confusing. So I plan to make a second account. Follow it, by the way, link in the description. Alec Vocate Music. So that's the account where I will promote my stuff, and I will slowly use that as my tool to get viewers from everywhere instead of just my personal account. So my personal account, Alex 8 Mystery, I will keep it more private. I'll still promote it, but as the weeks go by, I will slow down the pace and make it more personal. It can also help with promoting with the promo account better. So yeah, so that's how I got my second account. And I also wanna try to revive my YouTube channel again, back with more videos since I have no more part-time job, cause it's it's the virus again. Yeah, freaking virus, COVID-19. But I'm not joking. Please stay safe out there. Yeah, wear masks, don't die. Breathe properly. Yeah, and yeah, so I just want to create some content for everybody who's been a bit bored at their house, trying to scrape through their lives here, especially with those people whose families can't support themselves because of this tough time. So really, thank you not only to the frontliners but to the people who still persevering through this time. Thank you so much, and we really appreciate what you're doing. And to those people who are struggling, keep it there. Don't give up. Just stay together as a family, and just support each other, and just try to be optimistic, because we will get through this. So anyway, yeah, so that's how I wanted to add more content to my YouTube channel, because I also want to have fun doing it as well. So right now, without further ado, let's dive into the top 10 best psychological horror slash thriller movies, my opinion, by yours truly. All right, so now just a side note, these top 10 movies might not be movies that you know about. It can also be not the best critically acclaimed movies. They're not necessarily good in reviews, but I'm just I was just moved by emotion of these 10 movies that I wanted to share with you, and hopefully you can watch it and you'll get scared and you will just be dead, traumatized by everything in life, right? So without further ado, finally, I keep saying that same phrase, let's start with number 10. So number 10, we've got Identity. So this movie is released in 2003, and it's about 10 people who are in a Nevada desert. They're seeking refuge in an isolated motel, and basically there's a serial killer killing them one by one, and the whole plot of everything is to reveal who is the serial killer and who is the innocent victims. So this sounds like it's a mystery movie with a bit of crime, but I kid you not, this is one of the best mystery movies, best thrillers, I mean, that I've ever heard in my entire existence. And I say that with, if wholeheartedly say that, yeah, because okay, my English was weird there. What's going on, Alec? Yeah, this movie is just interesting. It's not scary by any means. Not comparing like Conjuring or like something scary like Insidious. No, this one is more of a thriller, and it's very very meaningful, very gruesome. In detail of what they're trying to explain, and also the ending is the best ending you've ever seen in your life. It's a very good twist ending, and I'm just very excited for people to watch this because this is a very fruitful and actually quite an important movie to be watching, to talk about some interesting mental health issues such as the dissociative identity disorder. Yeah. Now, next, number 9, we've got Swallow. So this is a pretty recent movie. Oh wait, did I miss something? Oh shoot. Oh wait, no. Swallow is not my 9. Oh crap. Okay. Okay. Whoops. Okay. I messed up. Bad. Okay. Oh wait. Nope. Number 9. We've got Us. So Us is a movie that everyone should watch because it's such an important movie to watch. It's a horror thriller. It's about 2 hours, but don't be fooled. This is actually a very fast-paced film, and I really enjoyed it so much. And the director is actually a comedian, Jordan Peele, and I'm just so shook by that because he explains how comedy and horror are actually related based on like the terms of suspense and climax and just the drop of the joke, punchline, or just the scare. So I love that he's doing more of a different approach to his craft, and I'm just so excited for you guys to watch this movie because this movie is a bomb. Like, this is a very, very, very interesting movie filled with twists and turns and scary concepts, very heavy concepts that especially US should, learn more about. And to us Singaporeans, we should also watch it too to understand more about politics and understand more about social commentary and belief systems. So, number 8 is Swallow. Yep, I am killing it right now with the list. I don't know how to count. Yeah, okay, another spike there. Holy Jesus. Okay, so Swallow is actually a pretty recent movie. It's released on 15th of January 2020, while I also sip my green tea. Oh my god, green tea, everyone. Poca green tea is the best. Go get it if you want sugary green teas. So anyway, ooh. So Swallow is a very interesting movie about a housewife that was recently married, and through this like not so perfect marriage starts to develop Spica. Like, she starts to develop this irresistible urge to ingest inedible objects, which is kind of scary. Side note, I watched all these 10 movies before, so I kind of know the plot and everything. So one of the examples that she swallowed in the movie is a thumbtack. And as you all know, thumbtacks are pretty sharp. So yeah, get to enjoy that when you watch this movie. So this is a very disturbing and very gruesome movie. Not gruesome in the way that you expect. It's just disturbing to you as a viewer, and because of the the really good performance by the main character, I forgot her name, Haley Bennett as Hunter, the lady who is ingesting all of this disgusting stuff. So it's a very simple movie as well. So it's very clear cut, it's very concise, and it knows and tells its story well, and that's why I love it, and that's why I'm putting it at number 8. All right, so we're down to 7. So number 7, we've got Gone Girl. Now this is the movie that is the least scary out of all the 9 other movies that are in this list, because it is a thriller mystery movie released in 2014, and it's a very interesting and important movie to watch. The concepts here are the most important thing. It's just that the commentary on fake news and media are so important to us, especially Singapore. I don't know why it's important, but it's just important that you should watch this and really, take a second look at sources and information online that you've been trusting for years. And this movie is the perfect movie to watch. And combined by this like heavy concept on fake news and social media and news, especially news, combined with best performances and good suspense, thrilling scenes, this movie will surely be educational, will surely be fun, and will surely be entertaining. And so I'm putting it at number 7. So let's move on to number 6. We've got Lake Mungo. Oh my god. Oh god, these guys, this movie is we're getting into hot water here. These movies going down the list now are really scary. So especially this one. So Lake Mungo is basically a psychological horror film in a documentary style, where basically this lady named Alice drowned in a Lake Mungo. Yeah, that's the name of the movie. And basically the whole plot is this film crew is documenting the events after the where the Alice died, and they're documenting with the parents and the brother, and the whole plot is basically searching clues around this missing person and trying to connect why it's happening and why is this happening to them, and why are they feeling the grief, and why are they feeling things. This is a very interesting and thought-provoking movie about family dynamics and telling your secrets, and just being confident to tell what you're supposed to share with your family, because sometimes secrets can be misled, and this movie exceptionally strikes it down to its core, and it's so clear and so structured in this movie. Holy Jesus, best movie of all time. And the star in this movie is where they show you like a frame, a scene, and then they'll slowly show you zoom in into the one particular part of the frame where they show you the ghost just sitting there, just standing out of thin air, and you're supposed to just look at it for like 20 seconds, and that's pretty much it. That's just the whole film. If you think that is not scary, then you should like go down a river or something. That is like the most chilling thing ever, because there's no jump scares in this movie. It's just you looking into the frame and just zooming in with your eyes closely to one of the movies, and that's where the movie does right. Now, wow, number 5, we've got The Blair Witch Project. So this is a very quick movie. It's about 1 hour and 20, and it's just basically about these 3 journalists who got stuck in the woods and basically got missing after trying to find the history and the investigation of the Blair Witch. And this is a found footage horror film. It's written in it's directed in 1999, and people will call it as the most important movie in the genre of cotton tape world, because this movie like opened the world of found footage, and with that reputation, it really still does it well. Does justice. This is a really, really creepy film that, even if it's filmed in 1999, it still holds its place as one of the creepiest movies I've ever seen. I mean, it's so good that I don't want to spoil anything for you, but basically they use tricks and things to scare you until you crap your pants. But it basically they f your mind until you don't really understand what is going on, with shaky cam and just emotional performances of the three journalists, and that's just hard to sell nowadays. So this movie is a personal favorite of mine, and you should watch it. Now, number 4, we've got Mother! Exclamation mark. So this is a very interesting movie. It was released in 2017. It's a thriller film. Many people might consider it as psychological horror, but I personally do not. I call it as horror drama because of reasons. You should watch it to find the reasons why, right? So this movie is about 2 hours, and it's very, very religious in terms of what its concept is. So for people who are like Christian or Catholic, and they watch this movie, they will be scared to the brink of darkness. They will die, basically. This movie will test your faith in God, and will test your faith in religion, in faith. And even if you're not Catholic or Christian, and you're like a Buddhist or something, and you might not get the references in this movie handles religion so creepily that hopefully, I think it will still get down under your skin and make you scream bye bye to your mother and father, because that is scary. This movie is scary, not in the traditional sense, but more in the sense that the beliefs that you're thinking of might not be actually correct, and that's the true horror in there. So this is a personal favorite of mine. Now back to number 3. So number 3, we've got Hereditary. Oh my god, this movie is crazy, guys. I cannot I can't do this. Basically, I'm just gonna explain it quickly. This movie is A plus. This movie is the best movie, critically acclaimed movie in my list. This movie is about how a family reacts to grief, how a family reacts to religion, how a family reacts to rituals, how a family reacts to losing their loved ones, the secrets that they share or not share, the lies that they have to keep in order to save each other's life. This is a very, very, very strong movie about familial bonds that you should watch. This is nothing like I've ever seen before, and you guys should watch it. That's all I'm gonna say. No jump scares also. That's it. The movie is that good. Number 2, we've got The Babadook. Oh my god, this is a personal favorite of mine. I crapped my pants when I first watched it with my brother and my father at night. If you're wondering how The Babadook looks like, go and Google search. Just do a quick Google search and just search The Babadook, and through the images you will be scared crapless. Okay, you will literally just I don't want to say bad words, but you will go to the toilet and have your force of nature there. All right, this is a 2014 psychological horror film, and it's basically about a mother who experienced grief, and that is scary alone. Because in the story, without giving too much away, the father dies the same day as the son was born. So the mother have a lot of hatred from the son because of the same day that her husband died. So a lot of grief comes around here, and this movie displays a lot of that perfectly. And yeah, the movie talks about grief, talks about sadness, talks about controlling your emotions, and that's one of the most important things as a human being, and thus the scariest part of this movie. So holy Jesus, I give this movie so much credit. This is really the moment, guys. This is a good movie. Okay, The Babadook, go watch it. Now, number 1. I'm so tired. I can't even speak properly. The number 1, we've got The Tunnel. Now, this is a quite old movie. It's 2011, and it's an hour and 30 minutes, and it's basically a plot where a film crew happens to go to a tunnel sewage system and record something that they shouldn't have. That is creepy. I don't want to give too much detail because I really urge you to watch this movie. One, it's on YouTube, full movie on YouTube. Go check it out, please. I hope it's still there. Two, this movie is everything you've dreamed of. Slight jump scares, slight gore, slight horror, slight found footage, and they just throw emotion out of the window. There's no like familiar culture, there's no heavy concept. It's just pure psychological suspense, claustrophobic nightmare fuel that they will give you. And honestly, I'm down for it. This movie scared and traumatized the living crap out of my childhood self back then, and I cannot believe I'm still scared by this movie. Guys, watch it. It's so easy. Just go online and watch it. This is good stuff. So yeah, that's basically top 10 list of my favorite horror / psychological thriller movies that I've watched. Hope you guys watch at least one of these because they're so interesting and so heavy and so mature that it can actually, any of these movies can teach you some educational things on coping with life and all that. So yeah, and let's take a quick break. All right, welcome back, guys, to the second half of the podcast. It has come to my attention that this podcast is way longer than the first one, and I have no question about that. I'm fine making it slightly longer, for the fun of it, and just enjoy talking to you all because of the given situation we're having. So yeah, pretty fun. Now let's go on to the second round of the podcast, which is the Q&A. So basically, I posted on Instagram to ask me any question you want, and I'll answer them in the podcast episode 2, which is right here. And I got a little bit sorry, burps are happening from the green tea. And I got a little bit of questions and just quick fire them so that I won't have to take so long because I also want to go to the toilet and shishi. But yeah, so I got my responses here and let's get on. So the first question we have is from Ira Graham, and they say, your dream / hope. To name one in my head, one of my dreams is basically to find this is a very weird dream of mine, but my dream is basically to have an outlet to express what I feel to others, which is very general but also exactly what I want. May it be like a performer or a musical producer or something. I just want to create something where a lot of people can listen, see, touch, or just experience something on a different level. And I wish to get that outlet, to share with as many people as possible. My other dream would be to have a job where I can do a lot of creative stuff. So right now, currently, like what I'm aspiring to be as in my dream, I want to be a music producer, to produce some music for my own music, or maybe an artist's music. I like collaborating sometimes, and I'm also like working on my own craft to show what I've got as well. So I have two dreams right there. In summary, one of them is I want to have an outlet to show people what I've got. If it's music or arts or something, I'm fine with anything, as long as creative. And the second one is that I want to be a music producer. So there you go. Thank you, Ira Graham. Now next we got Violet Snaps. Can we collab one day? Would be dope. Yeah, sure, why not? Just DM me and I'm fine with that. But what do you mean by collab? Like collab on YouTube or collab in right here, like in podcasts, or collab in music? To be honest, I'm fine with any of them. So DM me. Hee hee. Another question by Dr. Judgment. How's life? Well, I mean, everyone's life is a bit different these days, right? Like, it's obviously different because the way that we're studying, especially the sec fours now and the year poly year ones now, and maybe even the university students year ones, are experiencing studying in a totally different way, especially in the first year. So that's a pretty unique experience, to feel, where your first year is actually studying at home. That's pretty weird. But for the people who are in Sec 4, that's actually quite hard, for them to study at home, especially when they need to ask teachers questions, or some may find it easier to go to school and have consultations, especially at this time, like around May June. So life has been pretty weird lately, pretty harsh. Not gonna lie. Not as harsh as those third world countries. I'm still appreciative of what I've got, and yeah, I just want to make some YouTube content to better my life and to enjoy the present moment. Yeah. All right, another question by I can't pronounce your name, but okay. Why am I dumb? You're not dumb. You're a perfectly good human being, and I love everyone. Right? Yeah, that's a pretty good answer. Um, the same person asked me again. How to music? Well, music, it's a bit simple, but if you go to the nooks and crannies, it's quite complex. Basically, how to music is you find something that you're interested to talk about to other people. May it be a topic or a story, up to you, and you put it in a lyrics, and you find a suitable instrumental that can go along with the lyrics. That's the most basic I can say for how to music. So just review it again. First step is find an idea of what you want to tell. Maybe a story or a topic. Second would be to write your lyrics down. For example, you have a message that says that, oh, I want to talk about my breakup. Then after the lyrics say, oh, I break up with this person, and I'm gonna be the person who kills all the hearts and breaks all the hearts and breaks all the chests, or something like that. Up to you. That's a weird line. And then basically through instrumentals, through harmonies and vocals and stuff like that, that's basically how you create your own style of music, and that's how you create music. Ba-bam! Now, next question we've got, are you okay? I am fine, thank you very much. I From the person who sent this to me personally, uh, interesting. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Am I am trying to cope with uh studying and everything, but yeah, I am doing fine. Got to miss everyone there though. Yeah, I miss hanging out with friends. I guess that's the sad thing about this CB thing. It's such a CB. I don't mean the other one. I mean this one, the formal one, the circuit breaker. Yeah, I forgot. And now, last question: how do you cope with studies and making music? I mean, I'm not making music right now while I'm studying. Okay, since did I just repeat? Okay, since poly year one started at April 20, I didn't really make music at the time. I That's why I made music beforehand in January when I released my album Letters of the Closest Kinds. Stream it on Spotify. Follow me on Spotify. But yeah, I haven't make music while I study. Uh, because and also because my studies is making music. So it's a weird question, or I'm just weird. The course is weird. Yep, my course is to make music. So I guess, how do you cope with studies and making music? I can cope because my studies is making music. God, Dima is fun. All right, so I guess that's pretty much the end of the Q&A, and I really enjoyed answering those questions. Keep it up. I might do an episode 3 again. Maybe like a shorter version where I just, quick fire, rapid fire all the questions coming at me. But let me guys oh my God, my English again. Let me know other things that you want to ask me about if I pop up another Instagram post or story saying that I want some questions, and I will do it on my next podcast episode. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That is my episode 2 of the podcast. I am so happy to be back. I want to try to juggle between studies and doing YouTube. I don't like to say YouTube. I just like to call it lifestyle content because it's better. It's very cheesy when you call it YouTube. But okay, anyway, yeah, I just want to juggle both of these because I'm having fun with doing this, and I'm also having fun in my school, in my studies, cause it's what I really want to do, and I don't have much stress over it, even though I stress 24/7. But reward pays off. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this podcast. I hope you enjoyed my soothing voice. Totally, definitely not sarcastic. And I hope to see you guys again for episode 3, where I might feature a guest. Well, that's it for today. Hope you guys have a safe day. Wear your mask. Wear your seatbelt. Just don't die, and also don't be sad, don't be bored, stay happy, stay positive, and I guess I'll see you on my next video or podcast. Bye, and thank you so much. Oh, that's a weird way to end the song. Okay, no, not song, podcast. Okay, bye bye.